Hey Chris, tell me about those lures you're always bragging about, the ones you pulled out of that bargain bin.
My bargain bin, my dive lures that don't work, I can't part with these. These are actually, it's tough, but they're Berkley Frenzies. They're actually made by a good company, a good solid built lure. But the cool part is, nobody likes to use them. The really great part is, they catch fish. These things will go out and knock them dead. I met up with an old fella on the river back in the Missouri River area. Muddy, stained water, raining out like cats and dogs. And he says, hey, try one of these if you want to put some fillets on the table. I says, why not? Let's go get some fillets for dinner. We went down to the Missouri River and started pitching these lures out there. The water's a little stained, so the next thing we did is we switched from a natural color into a bright fire tiger. These baits have great colors on them. They may not be as opt and up high pricey as your big brass lures and stuff and all your high price lures, but for a good cheap lure, you can't beat the Frenzy. You can take this lure, as we said on that bank, we caught northerns and walleyes and pike and muskies like that. We ripped into some drum and some rough fish, and while I was sitting there, I go, you know what, this is nice, but my shoulder's getting sore from casting and catching. And so we decided to jump in a boat and go for a little cruise. So we put them on and we power trolled them at 1.5 miles an hour till 3 miles an hour. And we caught white bass, stripers, crappies with these things, more walleyes, and more big muskies. The biggest muskies I've caught to date are 52 inches, 45 pounds on the St. Louis River out of Superior, Wisconsin. I've taken these lures, I've ran them for trout, I've caught fish all the way up to the Columbia River. These things, wherever you go, just pick a color, dark stained water, bright colors, natural colors for clear water. If you're doing some trout action, get into your blues and silvers, get into your rainbow colors. These companies may not have the flashiest paint jobs, but they're about as natural and close as you're going to get, and they'll do the job for a quarter the price of a top dollar lure. And they'll work their butts off for you with their super strong hooks. And I've never sheared a bill. I've never blown a swivel. I've bent a few hooks, but they bend back. If you have to, if they get trashed, go ahead, replace them. You're not going to knock them out of tune. At 3 miles an hour on lead core line, digging the bottom all day, you're not going to knock these lures out of tune. Very seldom are you going to shake them. These are good lures, so get yourself a bunch of Berkley Frenzies and let's go fishing.